Hello, this is Prashant Jalpati. Today I am going to discuss about why NoSQL databases are better over relational databases. NoSQL databases are better equipped to handle larger datasets. Some applications need simple object storage, whereas many others require highly complex interrelated structured storage. NoSQL databases provides the required support for a range of your data structures ranging from simple binary values to complex hierarchical structures. NoSQL databases can handle smaller binary values, lists, maps, and strings at high speed in a key value stores. Slightly more complex, the related information's values can also be handled by key value systems with a complex data types or a be grouped in a column families within the big data clones. A web of interrelated information can also be managed flexibly and related in a triple and a graph stores in a NoSQL databases. NoSQL databases are increasingly being used in a big data analysis. This is because NoSQL databases typically follow the BASE approach instead of ACID approach of a relational databases. Although this is now beginning to change, by being basically available, it guarantees the availability of the data at all times. With a soft state, the state of the system cloud change over time and eventual consistency ensure that the system will be eventually become consistent once it stops receiving input. Legacy NoSQL databases for the most part give up the A, C, D requirements and in return they improve scalability. RDMS cannot be considered the best solution for our solutions as they cannot meet the increasing growth of unstructured data. The traditional databases cannot process the unstructured data and unpredictable information. However, the modern applications demand an occurrence-oriented databases. These have to highly flexible and operate on a schemaless data model. That is, the basic tabular structure, then the relational model of a database could be enough to fulfill the business requirements. However, the current trends demands just the opposite. Storing and processing unstructured data and unpredictable information. This information comes from a multi sources. With the increasing size of the database or increasing the number of users, RDMS using SQL suffer from the major performance and scalability issues, thereby making real-time unstructured data process more difficult. On the other hand, NoSQL is a flexible and the cloud-friendly approach to a process unstructured data with the easy dynamically. With the availability of several mobiles and web applications, it is a very common for financial institutions to have millions of users who will guarantee a lot for unstructured data. NoSQL databases simplify the representation of multi-level hierarchies and nesting using the JSON format. In dynamic schema universe where changes happen every hour, it is impossible to stick to get it a right first model, which was the success with the outdated static schema. Web-based enterprises such as the Amazon, Facebook, and even modern days neobanks requires the database with a NoSQL capability that can be match up the changing data models, thereby offering them greater flexibility in operations while maintaining the resiliency and uptime. They have added the advantages of not having to deal with the legacy systems unlike traditional banks. This enables them to work in a real time and offer a unique customer experience to seen the before in the financial world. From the instant account opening to the quick transfer for your money and personalized services, neobanks have caught for the imagination of your customers. A lot of this enabled although real-time processing of your data and business analysts. NoSQL database can help traditional financial service organization and neobanks alike to enhance their offering further and innovate on a product that the services using the real-time data analysis. High performance handling designed for a real-time feedback at web scale. The main purpose of the keeping database in memory in is performance. Reading and writing data, that is the memory is typically faster than data stores stored on a flash drive or a disk. As a result, the user doesn't have a wait for a disk in order update and or query data with the two notable expectations. For in memory systems, the data is added to a main memory with the help of a specialized indexing data structures. This data is always available in memory but is also persisted to disk with your logs and database snapshots. Lastly, the availability to read and write data so quickly and efficiency in in-memory databases enables mixed transactions and read or write workloads. Although write workloads can be such a slower and tend to bog down legacy in a memory NoSQL systems. Many real-time applications in modern world need the performance of NoSQL database structures. This helps ensure that the decision makers in a financial services most relevant and timely informations when interacting with a customer and vendor and management in their own company. With the information in hand, they can prepare a present and accurate pictures to concerned parties rather than having to wait for your information to return or basing that their decision on a outdated informations. Having this data on a hand to quickly provides a sure shot competitive advantages for a enterprises using tools such as the customer relationship management solutions built to connect the legacy systems with the newer and faster friend-to-friend system. Many traditional financial institutions still using legacy systems for various functions in their organizations. Some of these systems have a larger amount of data and a process to convert themselves involves homogeneous efforts and high costs. As a result, many of these organizations continuously retain these systems. However, they work the modern databases in areas such as the front end and these systems. However, the performance of indicators in real time, which helps the decision making, SLA addressance, and forecasting. Under a legacy of approach to a business intelligence, the data from such online transactions are likely to logage in a data warehouse. However, with a NoSQL databases in place, that information cloud instead be accessed to providing the real-time insights in customer behavior. For example, in a digital front end for a traditional bank, key value stores for storing user sessions, graph stores for tracking customer spends, document store for payment transaction, and column families, larger scale web analytics, and support for your reports can all be utilized through NoSQL databases. Thanks for giving this opportunity.